Hello everyone, welcome back to my little channel. How's everybody doing? So today we are gonna do a cute little Halloween design, and I'm gonna start off by gluing on the stiletto coffin nail tips. These are in clear, and I'm gonna be doing the nails stiletto, so that is why I chose this tip. I did show you guys which nail tips I use for the hand because I get this question a lot. So I pretty much cut them down, but they were the full well stiletto. I go from the full well coffin or full well stiletto, and I just insert them like a little one size larger so that they do not move when I'm filing or applying any acrylic. So right here, I drew a little idea of what I was gonna do for the nails, because I had no clue. But I was like, let me start off with these Halloween nails already because we do have a Halloween collection and we just released it. It has 12 beautiful glitter acrylics. One of them is a surprise one, so it doesn't have a swatch, but they are gorgeous. Um, I think half of them are also nice for the fall, so I hope you guys really like them. We did bring them out in half an ounce. That way you can get more for your buck, honey, So the whole collection is $70 and it comes with 12 beautiful colors. I will attach the information in the description so that you guys can go check it out if you're interested. And maybe next week we'll release them in single options, but not all the colors will be available. So right here I'm just gonna apply the nude color that I'm using, and I'm gonna do a diagonal nail. It's not important to like make it super perfect. That's why I don't like start doing it diagonally. I just kind of like blend it down, just enough to not have like any harsh lines because I'm gonna be working with black. So black is very pigmented, so it doesn't really matter. It will cover up any imperfections underneath. But if I was working with a lighter color, then I would try to make it as perfect as possible. But you'll see right now why I don't really care if it's perfect because I'm also going to be adding glitter acrylic and it doesn't have to be perfect. So don't waste your time trying to make it like hella perfect when it's just gonna get covered. And I'm just gonna do like a little squiggly effect slash design, whatever you want to call it. And we don't have any names for the glitter acrylics yet. That's why we just released them as a collection, and in the meantime I will start thinking of the color names. But this one is one of my favorites. I don't know, it just reminded me of Mickey, like Mickey Halloween, so that's why I decided to use this color. And the black acrylic is our number 2 acrylic. Is super pigmented. Girlfriend, you just need a little bit and it goes a long way. So I'm going to be doing the pinky nail fully blinged out. I haven't done one of those in a long time, but I think they look so cool when they're like all black. So that's kind of what I'm going to go for. And I've mentioned it a lot in the past. It's important that you do a very similar color background when you're going to be doing like a full bling nail, so that the bling could kind of camouflage if there's like any gaps or anything like that. So because the bling is going to be black, I'm putting a black base. If it were to be like crystal AB, like silver, then I would go with a silver glitter or something like that. A black glitter would have been nice too, but I don't have one in right here at home, so I just went with a black, solid black. And just in case I change my mind, then that could have been a good option as a base as well. So how's everybody doing? Are you guys into Halloween? I know last year, I don't think we really got to celebrate Halloween because of COVID and all of that, but let me know in the comments if you're planning to go trick-or-treating, or are you going to give out candy, or you scared, because we're still trying to decide if we should even give out any candy. Like, is it gonna be a waste of money? Like, people not gonna want to eat our candy, you know? I don't know. So for the ring finger, I am also going to do it black because I'm gonna be doing an ombre, and I don't know, I just feel like all these colors from Zulei's Nails, the BigCartel.com, are like hella pigmented, honey. Um, so I lightly just drag it down and it just gives me a full coverage nail. I wasn't going for that, but it's okay. The glitter will cover it right up. So what I like to do with our acrylics, because they do kind of set a little slower than some other ones, I like to hold it in my brush for like 4 seconds. That way, when I apply it to the nail, I'm ready to move it around because I'm kind of impatient. Like, I find myself that once I pick up the bead of acrylic, then I place it and I want to move it right away. But because some acrylics don't dry that fast, you have to kind of hold them in your brush a little bit longer, or just place it on the nail and then wait a couple seconds before you start patting it around. But I just feel like I'm more patient if the acrylic is on my brush. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but let me know in the comments if you do the same thing or you don't or what. But girl, isn't this so cute? So I kind of combined two of the colors to kind of give it a more Halloweeny effect. I used the color that is black and orange more towards the top of the ombre, and then the other mix towards the tip. And for the middle finger, wait, is this the middle finger? No, I think this was the index finger. I'm also just applying black acrylic because I did have an idea of doing just solid glitter, but then I was like, no, because then I'm gonna have a fully bling nail. I'm going to have half a black nail. No, we need a little bit more black if this is gonna work out, because then this is gonna turn into a whole different kind of set. So sometimes when I don't have ideas, I have to draw it on a paper because I be changing my mind like crazy. Like, now I understand my clients because I'll be like, okay, what are you gonna want? And then they'll be like, oh, I want this. And then I'm putting the nail tips and they're like, you know what? I changed my mind. I want this. Whatever. So that's why I draw on my little paper. And if I change my mind, meanwhile I'm staring at the paper, then I cross it out and then I flip around the fingernails or whatever. Even though my drawings are not that great, but the result is a lot better than my little drawings. So for this middle finger, I decided to do the nude acrylic, kind of light, like sheer, not too transparent, but I don't want it to be like super nude because I'm gonna go in with some glitter, but very, very fine. I'm gonna apply it, like just a few little specks, because this is gonna be my little pumpkin nail. And I didn't know what else to put on the nail. Like, I didn't want to take away from the pumpkin. So I wanted to make sure that the base was kind of subtle. And I was like, I don't know what color to do this freaking nail, because if I do it black, then the ears are not going to pop. If I do it orange, then my pumpkin's going to camouflage. And I just didn't want to use that many colors. And I'm just obsessed with this glitter. So I was like, oh my God. Okay, fine. I'll do nude. You could never go wrong with nude. And just a little bit of glitter because the pumpkin is going to go smack in the middle. So the trick with 3D is patience, okay? I did hold my acrylic in my brush for like a few seconds. I think I hadn't pressed play yet though before I put it on. And you just kind of like pat it into place. And I don't remember if I put acetone in my monomer, but that helps as well to speed up the drying time. I'm gonna say I did because this freaking pumpkin took me a long as time. I am gonna say that it took me like 15 minutes to do because I was waiting for it to dry. So right here, to make the little indentations in the pumpkin after it's like almost dry, I just grabbed one of the little nails that I've used on my practice finger, dipped it in the monomer, in the powder, the orange acrylic, so that when I went in to press into the acrylic, it didn't get stuck to the tip. So each and every time that you go and make a little indentation, dip it into the powder, preferably into clear or the same color that you are using. Once the pumpkin is dry, then I go in with black acrylic to make the little ears. And again, you hold it in your brush for, I always say 4 seconds, but it's not like 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi. Those are how you have to count, okay? You don't have to count out loud. You could count in your head, girlfriend. You're welcome. That's going to help you in the long run, especially in the wintertime. So for any acrylics that dry slower in the winter, you want to count a little extra couple seconds because the temperature plays a big role in your drying time of your product. Now they're starting to get a little colder, or it will be getting colder. I just wanted to share that again because last year in the winter, I just couldn't say it enough. Especially for my little beginners, because girl, it took me a long time to really, really learn that. And it's really important when you're doing 3D too, because we get so impatient and we just want to press into the acrylic when it's not even dry yet. And if you don't press at the right time, then you won't achieve the texture look that I'm creating on the little leaf. So it's really important that you learn how long it takes your product to dry. So that's what I'm telling you, you have to count. So when I put my little bead of green, I waited like 6, 7 seconds before I could start pressing the little petals. And once I pressed it down and I noticed that it wasn't completely ready to press, if you press down the brush while it's not ready, the acrylic will come back together and it will lose the little shape that you were trying to create. So that's why it's important that it's already starting to lose its shine. But be careful, because if it loses its shine completely, then you ain't gonna be able to mold it. So right here, my brush was a little too dry. And right here, you could see that I pressed it and it didn't really do much. It just kind of like squished all over. So I gave it a little time to kind of start setting a little. And if for whatever reason you wait too much and your acrylic is not moving when you press it, just dip your brush in monomer and it will let it kind of move a little bit more. So if you have too much monomer in your brush, it will be too wet. But if it's too dry, then it's not going to be moving around. So just dip it very lightly. And look at these little leaves though. I was like, oh girl, they so cute. I got inspired by Mickey Pumpkin from Disneyland. I just love that little Mickey pumpkin. I wasn't even considering of putting more pumpkins under it, but I was like, no girl, you already doing too much with this giant pumpkin. So I'm gonna be using my Zoo labeling adhesive, and if you ever have a issue with it, the lid separating from the brush, no worries, girlfriend. I just showed you how to do it really quickly. That will happen occasionally if it's like sealed very tightly. So this bottle is new. I don't know where I left my other one, because I just switched my desk. I just put my new desk into my room. So I moved all my stuff around. But yeah, don't close your bling adhesive all the way, especially if there's glue on the rim, or it will be sealed forever. Well, not forever, but just don't do it, girlfriend. Just barely close it and then keep on working. So these little crystals are not Swarovski, okay? They are available on my website. We have like 10 different colors in this little box, the 6 size box. I believe the smallest size is a 7 and the largest is a 20 or 16 or 20. I don't know. I don't remember. But they are very beautiful. They sparkle. They sparkle. And so if you want a little budget, or you just love to bedazzle things, this is a good option. I really love them for my little practice hand. And soon, maybe on my clients. I don't know. I don't really have clients anymore. Well, I do have clients, but I don't go to work every day anymore. So I don't get to do many nails. But My little fake hands are my little homegirls. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fully bling this little nail out. And normally I like to apply the largest crystals towards the center of the nail and the smaller ones around the edges so that the nail does not lose its shape. Now that is really important because if you put big bling on the edges, it's gonna get whiter and you don't want that. But as you can see, I apply a little bit of bling adhesive at a time because sometimes the glue can dry fast depending on how the weather is or if you're taking a long time to pick up your diamond, because you know sometimes the stupid little diamonds don't want to stick to your little stick, so you're like, what the fuck, you fucking little diamonds, get on the fucking stick, and they don't want to, so then you're like, girl, my glue dried already, so then you go back and get more. So right here, I decided that I was going to make a little line. I'm using my new, what is this called? Laser. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest, but it's number 98, I believe. It's like a black glitter, and I did put it black on black because I don't know, I just felt like I need a little touch of glitter somewhere, but I didn't want to put too much. Um, it's reflective. That's what it's called. It's a black reflective glitter. So when it has light, the glitter kind of pops a little bit more. And I just went ahead, put a little rhombus at the cuticle area, a small little diamond, and bam, girl. That's it. We finished. Put a little top coat and the glitter will look extra cute. I didn't want to do too much to the index finger because I wanted the little line to kind of pop, but girlfriend, that top coat is like lip gloss, honey. Oh my Lord. So beautiful. So this is the final look. Let me know what you guys think about it, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.